All right, YouTube. So I want you to be successful. And today I want to let you in on a key to Christian success.
Am I not allowed to say that I'm here to be successful?
I'm not trying to sell you nothing, and I'm not talking about any law of attraction or anything like that. The key I want to talk to you about today is submission.
Submission.
So stay tuned today on this video and on this channel as we talk about the power of submission and how it can help you in Christian success. What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to Faith Like That. We are a Christian ministry that is dedicated to helping you live a clean life for Christ and live that life abundantly. And we also want to add value to you, and we do that by you subscribing to our channel and hitting that bell icon so you know when our videos are coming out. Alright, so once again today on this video, we're talking about submission and the power of submission and how it can help you in your goal of attaining success and being successful as a Christian. Now, most people don't think about submission as a secret to success. They look for other things. They look for strength. They look for wisdom. They look for charm and to be charming and to be able to communicate. They be a great communicator. But the submission that we see in Christians is something we want to model like we saw in Jesus, because Jesus himself submitted to God, and we see that in the Garden of Gethsemane where he said, "Not my will, but your will be done." So not in all things and not for everyone, but specifically here for a Christian, submission is a powerful thing and is a powerful tool and resource and key to your success. And we want to go into how you can use submission, or at least 3 ways that submission can help you do that, right? So let's get right into it. We're going to get into the first one. All right, so the first level of submission that I want to talk to you about is submitting to God. Look, we serve a God that is all powerful, that's all knowing and ever present, that can do anything and has been known to be able to pull something out of nothing. The same God knew you before you were born, when you were still in your mother's womb. And he knew your parents when they were not born yet and had already formed you and had a plan for you. So if anybody knows what's best for you, what direction you should go, what your purpose is, what you're going to be good at, where you need to be served and utilized, it is God. So it's only an apparent and easy thought to think that maybe I should submit to him, right? But a lot of us have a difficult time submitting to God because we have our own idea of what we want to do, and we think we know best, or we feel like we have a desire that this is going to be better for me than what God may know, or I just don't have a practice or a rhythm of even speaking to God like that, even if I am a Christian, right? Some people aren't there yet, right? So if you're not there yet, I do want to tell you today that this is a key to Christian success, is submission and submitting to God, because he knows what's best for you. He knows which way you should go, and he knows how to get you there in the best way possible, and to have you have this happy life of joy and contentment and peace and family and love. And that's ultimately what we all want, right? So since we all want it, how about we submit to God and let him help us get there?
I submit to you.
The second level of submission that I want to speak to you about is submitting to those that have authority over us. Now, some of us may say, nobody has authority over me. I'm an adult. I can do what I want. I'm free. I have the freedom to choose what I would like to choose. And ultimately you do. But what I'm talking about is that we submit to the authority of those over us, being our parents, those who have been appointed over us, like the law and the police, the government of the country we live in, and so forth. That there's places and positions in society that have been appointed. And when we submit to them like we would submit to God, right, we ultimately are submitting to God because God is ultimately in control. So for you to I guess, resist authority and to rebel against authority that's been placed, you in turn are still rebelling against God, because God is in control over them. And they could not get into power and orchestrate things. If God didn't want them there, they wouldn't be there, right? So you may not like it, you may not agree with it, we may think that they're no good for it, but God's ways aren't our ways. It's something we can learn from what's going on. Now, ultimately, when we submit to those in authority over us, we show God that we can be humble, that we can submit to Him and allow Him to have control and to have the wheel of our life, right? So not just submitting to God Himself, but just submitting to those that have authority over us, even where it might be a church.
Everybody please, respect my authority!
The third and final level of submission I want to talk to you about is serving other people. All right, the Bible says that Jesus demoted Himself to where He was a little lower than the angels, to where we are as man. But then even as a man, that He took on roles and did things in service for other people that would be seen as demeaning or lowering Himself even more, where He humbled Himself and submitted to other people to serve them, right? And we want to be able to do that as well. Not to say you need to keep putting yourself down or putting yourself up under other people, but you should submit to what God is doing and submit to serving people, because that is a key to success right there. Let me tell you that this is very powerful. You always see the people who are the most loved, the most beloved, the most honored and respected, the ones that always have the most to give, the ones that are almost put in the best positions or the most honored positions, or people who will serve other people. We hear this term like servant leadership and being a servant leader, right? And when you are a servant leader, you won't have to worry about elevating yourself and being successful or getting somewhere, because other people will do it for you when you serve adequately, right? So when you are not self-serving all the time, but you humble yourself and submit and serve other people. And that is a true power and submission.
To me, that's been the most satisfying thing about being a cheerleader. Serving others, the spiritual aspect of it.
So ultimately, all three levels of submission here can help you move closer and closer to success. And the better you get at these three things and these three levels, the more successful you will be. So again, you want to submit to God, you want to submit to authority and those in authority over you, and you want to submit to the level of serving other people. And if you do those things, I'm telling you, it will be a powerful motivator and force moving you towards success in your life. So thank you for taking time to watch this video today and spend this time with us as we talked about submission. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you know when our videos are coming out. Also, hit that like button. If you're still here, I feel like you liked the video, go ahead and smash that like button. Until next time, have faith, be safe, and we'll see you soon.